one square to the nose. That might break. And another counter from Luna. And that is the end of the first round.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Oh, some blood on that one. Oh. You're just trading blow and blows here. Neither of them. Oh, dodge. He throws back a quick little shove to get him off him. Another dodge. And Diablo takes this round. And another counter again. And another. Oh, it's just trading blows here, folks. And another dodge. And he is out and done. We have to go trading punches. We have Hot Dog kicking him in the shin, and they are just trading blows at this time. Just trading blows. And ooh, hit him right in the head. That's dodge. Trading blows. Good little counter. And dash. Returning. Still seems evenly matched for this point. Let's see where this takes it. We have him landing a punch and then getting hit with a counter phase. Now there is a lot. Ooh.
Come on, Luna.
There seems to be a lot of throwing of hands quickly. You see they're just trading back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, a nice little counter from El Diablo right there, and two quick shoves to get some spacing, and another counter in. The jackhammer, he throws it out, one and dodge.
Jacob beats Scout.
Now we have then countered once again, and then punched again, quick out.
Absolute flawless.
Actual effects as the walkers go through for the final event. This is going to be a good and fair fight, I believe. We have El Diablo and Jacob the Jack. Titus is coming back, throwing those punches, and I believe Titus is going to have this round unless Devil has something up his sleeve. Now they give some space. Ooh, a nice little one. Oh, a quick dodge turned to bloody mess. Now we see Titus is just going in, no back, and then another counter. And then a punch square in the face. And as Titus readjusts, we have jumping, which is not allowed.
I think he has
put a mark in that. Perhaps.
It seems like
ooh, a nice counter twice, and Titus is out, leaving it tied up 2-2.
The stakes are high.
Should both back up and listen. Ooh, that's a bad one right there. They need to space out a little bit. And another counter. Back up both individuals. He's throwing punches. Ooh, I believe that is going to be the swallow.
Good evening. My name's Eddie Fisher with CNT, continued coverage of the Blood Night Bouts Championship. I'm here with Jacob Jackhammer Crane, Jacob the Jackhammer Crane, our newest state champion. Jacob, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Nerves are getting the best of me, but I'm doing
That's good to hear. You're doing fine. How do you think the fight went? You know, describe the 5 rounds to us. Start with the first one.
For you referring to the final fight?
Yes. Let's focus on the main finals championship bouts tonight.
So I'm not gonna lie. During the first fight of the first round of that last fight, I did kind of go in big-headed more than I should have. And how that fight went, he had a better strategy of dodging most of my attacks more than I could think of, and I got way too aggressive with it. And him putting me to the floor that first time kind of humbled me and set me up for my next couple of rounds.
Did you notice, and at least to us, the viewer, it was easy to notice that Titus was setting up for a counter basically at the start of every fight. Did you account for that in the later rounds?
I did during the 4th match to tie us up 2-2. I try to get as close as I can to swing a hit that he couldn't dodge at first to set up my initial attack.
Yeah, you noticed it came through. So take us through the second round. You won that one.
On the second round, I adjusted my strategy to be slightly more passive defensive to combat his complete defensive. And I was able to get around through most of his hits, and he couldn't hit me as often.
Yeah. And then I think you had a couple like 1-2-3 combos that were really beautiful in that fight too. So it was a good showmanship. Third round went to Titus. 4th round we've discussed. The 5th and final round, you know, the tiebreaker, the decisioner. What was going through your head before you fought that fight?
So the way I won the 4th one, I adjusted my strategy the way he readjusted his during the 3rd round. For the 5th one, I kind of went in blank-minded and just tried to pull a strategy, the best strategy I could think of out of my head. And that was to try and get around on his blind side as much as I could, so that way he couldn't hit me as often.
Yeah, right out, left out, you know, good moves.
Exactly.
So, being the new champion, what kind of like weight do you feel you hold? You know, are you looking forward to fighting anybody next?
Well, I'm looking forward to fighting two people actually. Titus, one of them, again, just because he put up a damn good fight for the last round, and I can't remember their name. I think it was Rat or something for the previous fight night. I think it was the Australian person. She also put up a good fight against me, so I'm looking forward to fighting them two again.
Okay, excellent. I love a good call out. Now, being the champion, you know, what do you think your future holds? Like, where do you go next? You're the champion. Are we going to see you at the next event?
Yes, I'm not going to stop here. I know I get enjoyment out of fighting. I always find them fun. So I'm looking forward to getting in there, being a part of as many fights as I can, and just having a good time with all the other fighters out there.
With the news of all the new events coming in, are you planning on participating in the tag team fights?
The tag team fights, I believe it's the tornado one she talked about earlier with the 6. Yes, I'm really interested in that one.
Do you have a? Go ahead.
So I'm really interested to see the kind of strategies people come up with tagging out and using the advantages to their advantage to help them win such a fight like that.
If you could have one opponent from the league as your ally for the tornado tag, who would you pick?
The Australian person named Rat, I think, or Rhett. Correction, Rhett.
Rhett the Monster, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Monique is the monster.
Monique the Monster. Yes, thank you for correcting me.
Rhett was the one who came in second place during the last Blood Night Bouts when me and her double knocked each other out.
Oh yeah, I recall. Yeah, that was a good fight. Always a good show from Jacob, the Jackhammer Crane. Jacob, I appreciate you talking with us. Was there anything you'd like to say to the people?
I mean, to all the fighters that are in the league now and all the current fighters that might be, looking into signing up to participate, I mean, just always remember victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting.
The spirit of an absolute animal and the spirit of a champion. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've been Eddie Fisher with continued coverage of CNT Blood Night Bouts Championship.